The holiday season is here, and some people are actually experiencing season affective disorder. To tell us more about this disorder, we've got behavioral health therapist Chelsea Cohen from Ascension Seton. Thanks so much for being here with us this morning, Chelsea.
Thank you, Jayla.
So we want to talk about what seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, actually is.
Sure. Well, seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression is a mental health disorder characterized by overwhelming feelings of sadness that affect a person's day-to-day functioning. And unlike other depressive disorders, seasonal affective disorder is more common during the winter months when the later sunrise, earlier sunset, and cloudiness limit the amount of daylight that a person is exposed to. So in addition to depressed mood, symptoms of seasonal affective disorder can include oversleeping or hypersomnia, so more than 10 hours a day, overeating, particularly with cravings for sugar or carbohydrates, comfort foods, weight gain, and social withdrawal, almost feeling as if you would like to hibernate until spring.
Yeah. Okay, so what exactly, I guess, is the difference between SAD and just your traditional winter blues?
That's a really good question. So some people use the word winter blues to describe feeling sad or tired more often on days when it's darker and colder, but the winter blues is not a clinical disorder. So the mood state is temporary. It comes and it goes, and for the most part, people who experience the winter blues are still able to complete daily tasks. Whereas people with seasonal affective disorder, in addition to feeling depressed most days, nearly every day, may also experience loss of interest in doing things that they would ordinarily enjoy doing. They may also experience hopelessness or suicidal thoughts.
Wow, such an important topic to talk about this time of year because yes, it's the holiday season and there's a lot of happiness, but there is also a lot of sadness, and you know, the weather can in fact affect that. So are we talking about whenever it goes from sunny to cloudy from like one day to the next, or is this more of like an extended period of time type deal? What are we talking about here?
So that's a really good question. You know, there are a number of biological factors that are thought to be contributed to seasonal affective disorder, but the change of seasons can be particularly jarring on the body's biological clock or circadian rhythm. So especially for those of us who are working 9 to 5 indoors all day, we may be commuting to and from work and school in the dark. So even if it's sunny and 75 for a few days in December, the lack of sunlight can have a big impact on a person's mood. It really does
make a huge difference. I mean, I'm just thinking about coming into work when it's dark or even getting off when it's dark. You just feel like your day is over and you're like, all right, I guess I'll go to sleep now.
Yeah.
My final question for you, what are some practical tips that people at home, maybe they're feeling like, hey, I might be dealing with this right now. What are some tips that you can give them?
Sure. Well, I would encourage everyone, myself included, to continue to exercise regularly, at least 20 minutes a day, and try to get some sunshine when you can. You can also try light therapy or vitamin D supplements. Also trying to keep a regular sleep schedule as much as possible. Sleep is an excellent barometer for predicting fluctuations in a person's mood. So too much or too little can have a really big impact on how you feel day to day. Balanced eating, so certainly enjoy winter treats, but try to work in some fresh produce
some greens,
and whole grains. And you know, definitely spending time with family and friends, even if you're having urges to isolate, it's so important. But if you're struggling to do those things and you feel like your quality of life, so important relationships, work productivity, are suffering, then we would recommend seeking professional help. So psychotherapy, antidepressant medication may be helpful, and people can always call Ascension Seton Behavioral Health and speak to one of our lovely behavioral health navigators, and they can help connect you to the right resources for you.
Awesome. Chelsea Cohen, thank you so much from Ascension Seton with us here this morning. Important topic. We appreciate you being here.
My pleasure.